All right, so you just got charged with your second DUI. You're scared, you're nervous, you want to predict the future, you want to know what's going to happen. Please, somebody just tell me what's going to happen with this case and with my driver's license. Well, I'm going to ask and answer 4 questions that are going to lead us to that answer. All right, so the first question I'm going to ask you is, what happened on your prior DUI? That background is there, and I promise you the prosecutor is going to see it, so we want to know as well, because that background determines what you might be eligible for or not eligible for on this second DUI. So when you do a consultation with somebody about this second DUI, you're going to want to know and have the details of what was the outcome on the first DUI. That's something we will absolutely ask, and we often look it up for our clients when we do a consultation with them, because it is such an important question. So the second question is, are you eligible for supervision? Well, that depends on the first one. Many times people get court supervision on their first DUI. That may have been a perfectly fine outcome for you at the time. I don't know. Sometimes you can beat a case. I don't know. But the point is, if you got court supervision on your first DUI, you are absolutely not eligible for it a second time. Nobody gets supervision on a DUI a second time. It's not going to happen. So that's why we want to figure it out. Are you even eligible to get court supervision? The third question is, are you possibly eligible for an amendment to reckless driving? Let's walk through this because it's really important. On your first DUI, if it was amended or changed from a DUI to instead be reckless driving, well, again, maybe that was a great outcome for you on your first case, but it's going to affect you here on this second case. And that is because if it was amended to reckless driving, that cannot happen again. You will not get it amended a second time by law. Additionally, you are not eligible for court supervision if your first DUI was amended to reckless driving here in Illinois. So again, that outcome on your first are really going to determine what those pieces are on the board, right? Can we look at a supervision? Can we look at a reckless driving? What may be available to you? Okay, now let's say you are eligible because on your first DUI, you did not get it amended to reckless driving. Technically, that is a legal outcome. You could get that outcome here on this case. Now, will a prosecutor do it? That's the work that needs to be done. And that really is dependent upon your history. When we represent somebody, we're going to put together what we call a mitigation packet. And that's going to include a lot of details about our client, their background, the history, when that last DUI was, what happened, what led to this one. Is there a blood, breath, or urine test? Is there an accident? Why you're deserving of this amazing outcome that we're asking for? So are you going to be able to get that? I don't know, but it first starts with determining what you're legally eligible to obtain as an outcome on this second DUI. So what are your options? Like, what is your next step here now that we've answered some of these basic questions? Well, your next step is to hire a lawyer. Sorry, you definitely need a lawyer for this case because your license is at risk. Not only can you go to jail for a second DUI, but your license is at risk. If you are convicted here in Illinois, you will no longer have an Illinois license. And so you got to do everything you can to avoid that. So we've got a little bit better picture now of what you may be eligible for and what may be possible. But the magic is in going forward and executing that. And you need to craft a strategy. So our firm works with you to understand, what are your motivations here? Is it your driver's license? Is it keeping your job? Is it, an immigration issue that you have coming up? There could be a million different concerns that you have. So then how do we tailor our defense in order to accomplish those things that you're eligible for, right? And that can be a lot of work. That can take months. And we're oftentimes putting together mitigation packets, gathering character references on your behalf, meeting with the prosecutor or the prosecutor's supervisor, and letting him know why you are eligible and why you are deserving of this great outcome that we're asking for. And on the other hand, it's being prepared for trial. Sometimes you just got to go win this case at trial and be found not guilty. And got to be prepared to do that. And so, we will oftentimes set cases for trial and move forward to that while also simultaneously trying to work out a negotiation. So I hope that makes sense. The most important takeaway here is not just determining what you're eligible for. You can be eligible for everything. It's then executing on that and making sure that you are getting the best possible outcome that you can. Thanks for watching.